Yo, what's up? It's GGST here. We back with another video today, and of course, the fighting game roundtable was last night, and of course, with the hopium I had in my heart, I thought someone was going to be announced, but it really wasn't too much there. There was SNK stuff that happened. There was something for the King of Fighters. It was Rugal got announced, and of course, Arxis pretty much showed the same trailer for Testament. But they did tease that we were going to be getting a starter guide that was going to be coming shortly. And what do you know? That starter guide is already here. So we're going to be taking a look at this and truly see actually how Testament is supposed to be played. So we're going to see exactly how this character has changed from their last iteration, which was the plus R version of Testament. So is this going to be a completely different character? Are they going to change the playstyle of how Testament was before, or is it going to be true to how Testament was in plus R? So let's see exactly how they actually tried to bring this character inside of Strive. Let's see what it is. All right, here we go. So this is the Testament starter guide. The starter guides are always really nice too. I do like these. We got voice in it this time.
Excels in the mid-range, fighting with a
Is this Behemoth Typhoon guy?
Take control of the field by
combining
these projectiles with long-range.
So from the trailer, I was definitely seeing that like they may be a mid-range character, mid-range monster.
Into stain state.
So it is like a curse mode. Okay.
Will occur when you hit the opponent with certain moves.
Who is on hit or block?
In stain state. You can go into a combo after the follow-up attack hits.
So you get additional follow-ups.
Maintain your offense when blocked.
Maintain offense?
To go on the
Ooh, even off the dust? So maintain offense. That seems like it's going to have plus, like you're going to have plus frames. Even if they block the move that has it, like that resonates with it.
The slash version sends the projectile forward, while the heavy slash version moves at a diagonal.
It don't seem like a crazy projectile.
Also has a hit
so far.
box and combos into the projectile.
Does the little succubus do something?
The properties of the projectile change if you hold down the button for
oh, that looks really good actually. Look how fast Testament recovers. They could run behind it.
Transforms into a succubus and remains for a short while before disappearing.
Oh, they're talking about succubus.
Unholy
you know what? It probably has something to do with the crow.
Testament's crow familiar flies forward. This move
we've seen it go diagonal in the trailer.
Stain state on hit or block. If the projectile from Grave Reaper is on screen, the crow flies towards that position.
That's what it is.
Watch for the positioning of the opponent.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Projectile when going for this move.
That's actually pretty cool.
Possession.
That will extend pressure.
Testament vanishes and reappears in the position of the projectile from Grave Reaper. Testament reappears in their initial position if the projectile is not on screen.
Ooh, we got teleport
Testament
cancels.
Will also reappear in their
I wonder how that'll be in pressure.
When the button is held down.
We got to see how much like recovery it has.
This means the move can be used either for movement or as a feint.
The mix? It seems like it's going to be pretty like telegraphed though, because you kind of just know where they're going to go from the succubus.
The slash version is a low, and the heavy slash version is an overhead.
It is low and overhead.
This move works well to
overhead one seems kind of slow.
Opponent.
It don't seem like you get a combo on it. Probably in the corner you'll probably get a combo because it gets that little bounce. Corner definitely probably combo. Oh, but it's space dependent, so maybe you don't. Maybe you're too far to get a combo. That's beautiful, bro.
This move has quick recovery.
That's beautiful.
Creating an opportunity to approach together with the succubus. The succubus attacks also put the opponent
in
stain state on hit or block.
And it gives you a free stain state.
Go all in on the opponent.
Oh, that's probably what you... I wonder if you want to break the wall with that. Like, if you break the wall with that super, does the stain state go through the wall break? See, these things we already thinking about.
Beast, unleashing an extremely powerful
the invincible
attack.
Super.
This move has invincibility as the attack comes out, making it work well in combos or for interrupting the opponent's offense. Far standing slash and the slash version of
bro, look at this neutral. Oh,
dominate the grounded neutral game.
Oh no.
Moves such as forward heavy slash and the heavy slash version.
Jeez, we got to break down these normals. They look ridiculous.
A large area upwards. Once you've prevented the opponent's approach, take the chance.
Oh, 6 feet? Hey, look like everything resonates with it.
Summoned by Grave Reaper. You can land a surprise attack using possession.
Oh,
or
this
put
character
the
looks so
opponent
sick,
in
man.
stained state
Jesus,
by
character
hitting
anime as
them
well.
with unholy dagger. While the opponent is in stained state, you can gain the advantage just by connecting the far edge of your
Jeez.
post with the opponent. Keep the opponent under pressure and take every chance you
So
can.
they got a very
to
small
take the
move list.
advantage.
We did
Thank
know
you
that
for
they were
watching.
gonna have, like, they're an easy character, right? We definitely got to break this down. So I don't know too much about Plus R Testament, but this seems to be a huge departure from what the character originally was. I remember correctly, just from some previous footage that I've seen before, they had like invisible traps, so that's not there. They don't have the skull and stuff. They used to have like this move called Battling, was like, I guess it's like an overhead, and it was like a cross up or something like that. And like you want to hit with like the last hit in order for it to be actually like a knockdown. So they had like mix up opportunities and stuff like that. They have some mix up with the high and low. The overhead sort of looks like it's going to be sort of on the slow side though. Now the oppressiveness, I'm guessing from the character that they're trying to show, is like you're supposed to be using your range spacing out, and you're supposed to send this projectile. So it looks like it's supposed to be like poke projectile. But if we know anything from the case of like poke projectile, anything especially from like soul and like a lower projectile like that, I'm guessing the enemy can like probably like air dash out of this. So I'm guessing you have to like choose which projectile you want to do, right? Like that's why you have a low one and an air one. So if they do try to like go out of it, or you just do the poke and then like you delay cancel it to where you could probably see if they're trying to like move or something like that, this is probably going to be the situation that you're probably going to do with Testament when it comes to that, because I'm pretty sure they'll be able to get out of that. But if they don't and they do sit there, I'm guessing with the way the projectile is in the space, you may be able to make that projectile plus and then do another poke and then go into the crow. And then the crow, like, I don't know, you probably get like a designation, or you don't have to go into crow, because just about like everything that uses blood, it seems like, will do like the designation. So anything that like uses blood, it seems like would do that, which is pretty cool. It's like the overhead and the low would detonate, your dust will detonate, the 6P we saw it detonate. So a lot of things look like it's going to detonate this like stained state that they say is inside the game right now. Now another thing I'm definitely going to be interested in this character is trying to see exactly what super is the best to break the wall. Now the single hit, usually those probably have like better paration, so we're going to have to see about that. But I want to know if the other super with the double succubus girls, is that going to actually keep the stained state on the opponent for when you actually break the wall. That'll be very good, especially if they got a nice safe jump button to come in with. They could get a safe jump and then have the detonate on top of that. It probably get something going. That would be pretty nice if you could do something like that. Now, as far as the teleports, it definitely seemed like it's going to be pretty telegraphed. Now, one thing they didn't talk about with the teleports is the actual succubus sometimes could go in the air, because you could do the air version. So do you get an air teleport too? That would be pretty nice if you could, like, you know, have them, you could have setups where you could like set them up in the air and then you could have the teleport go in the air as well. Or if you could set it up in a way that's like very above their head and it makes it almost to where it's super ambiguous to which side you're going to be on, that will make it to where it's actually nice. Because right now it looks like it's going to be something that's very telegraphed. Now if you can do like teleport cancels, because you said if you don't have it out, you can like sort of just do it in place, that will be very instant. Like you could do enough block stun and then teleport cancel to make it to where like something that would normally have a lot of like negative frames can be made like either slightly minus or even plus in some situations. That would be pretty cool if you could do stuff like that. I would love to see something like that. Or just I don't know, teleport cancel combos would be pretty nice too. Anything to like use it this period. Like I don't know exactly what it would be there for if it didn't have a purpose. That's at least what I would think about it. Now going back to the projectiles, notice how like they're very slow right here. This is something that's very good because Testament actually recovers extremely fast. So the moment the like normal speed of the projectile is going to start going to that slow state, like the hold state part of it, that's when it seems like Testament can move. So even if the opponent is trying to get away, because it looks like this is a full screen projectile at this point, so even if they try to jump passes, you can meet them in the air or anti-air them. Like, you know, you have the ability to basically force the situation. So it looked like Testament's full screen present is pretty good because it's projectile. They have a projectile that can move at you, and they have the ability to move while the projectile is coming at you. That is very strong and very good. On top of them just being what looks like a mid-range monster from the normals that we see from their far slash, their 2S. It looks pretty good. Of course, their heavy slash, like the swing, look like the heavy slash doesn't have as much range as the far slash, but still it looked like some pretty good normals. I don't know if they went over their command normals. Maybe there's a couple of normals here as well that we didn't see as far as their command normals and stuff like that. But as far as just the base toolkit of what we see here, is very simple. Like I said, there's a 4-star character, so I think this is our third 4-star character. There's Geo, there's Testament now, and I believe there's one more. I think it's Soul, right? So Soul, and then the only 5-star character is actually going to be Kai. Oh yeah, and there's Biking, that's a 4-star as well. But this is very interesting that they're taking this route, that they're making these characters that were seemingly more difficult in nature and making them easier to play. So like, you know, Biking went the easier route, and Testament is now going the more simpler route. We had a few DLC characters that were on the harder side to play, that had a lot more resources and stuff to manage, but now at the end of the DLC they decided to make some other like beginner friendly characters, and it's very interesting that they're going to the route for the easier characters. It's very weird, right, that they're doing that, because Jacko, I think, was considered like a more easier character. Like, she was considered easy with her easy inputs inside of Exard. Maybe the game plan was probably a little bit like interesting or hard for probably a beginner to like grasp, but as far as the actual execution of the moves for the character, everything was made simple. She was supposed to be a simple character. Now coming into Strive, that is very different with how that character actually plays. So it's very interesting that it went the opposite route for like the characters. So she got harder, then Biking got easier, and now Testament is getting easier. So we're seeing a very interesting path that the developers have chosen for Guilty Gear Strive as far as how they are trying to tackle characters within this game. Now I slowed this part down because I thought this part was very interesting and I didn't really see it at first. But when it comes to the actual crow, the crow is actually not hitting them. It's the succubus who's enticing the crow to come, and then the girls spin together and they actually do a performed hit together. Now this hit seems like it also is one of the hits that actually resonate, because if we go a little bit further, we can see that it actually does in fact pop the actual stain state. So you see like they're spinning after the crow hits them, and that actually is the thing that actually hits you. So if we take this sequence right here that I slowed down, we can see that she sends the crow. So Testament sends the crow right here, and then bam, the crow hits right here, pops, boom, pops them up in the air because of the stain state, and then you could go for a combo like that. So that is what popped them up in the air. I was wondering what the pop-up happened, because they were just doing 2K, and 2K isn't a move that will like naturally do something from the stain state. It is the actual succubus. So the hit from the crow going into the succubus girls actually is what popped the stain state and gave them the knockup. So this is going to be a very interesting situation as well, because when you're using the crow when they're already in the stain state, you'll get the additional blocks done because of the succubus spin as well. So that's good to know for just block string stuff, and also just for like combo stuff. I just thought that was very interesting because I was wondering exactly what the crow was doing. But as you can see, the crow can actually hit too if the thing isn't already out there. So if the girl isn't out there, then the crow will actually do the initial hit. As you can see, there's a sequence right here. Bam, the crow go right there. Bam, the crow hits. And the girls try to hit, but they like miss. So I don't know if it's like only one of them can hit, or can both of them hit, but it was like too close to the ground or something like that, and they just missed. So definitely got to play around that and see exactly how that works. But I just thought that was one of the most interesting details that they actually didn't talk about inside the starter guide. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Testament, guys. This character comes out on March 28th, of course, with the White House stage. We're going to be throwing down at the White House with Testament. What a weird stage to come out with Testament, though, I think. But hey, we got the White House, I guess. We about to throw down with the president. Anyway, this character looks sick, man. I'll definitely be playing this character when they come out for sure, making a bunch of videos with this character, just having a good time, of course, as always. Let me know how you guys feel about Testament. Are you guys gonna be trying out this character? Is this y'all new main? How you guys feeling about it? Let me know, because I'm definitely feeling this playstyle. I don't know if they were like a neutral character before. I'm pretty sure with the other stuff, like I said, they had a few more mix-ups and stuff like that, but definitely they look like a sort of a mid to long range character for sure. But it looked like they have the ability to pressure as well. Like their mid-range pressure is just good, and they could come in and start doing some close range pressure once they get the stuff set up and they got the stain state on you and stuff like that. It's just a matter of getting you into the state and then using the plus range from that, because they could detonate the stain state and stuff. So it looks very interesting. Even though it's pretty simplistic, it doesn't mean it looks bad, and that's the beauty of this and how they're actually trying to develop some of these easier characters that they're finally putting inside the game. So I like this, and for sure I'm definitely going to be trying this character out. Anyway, like I said, let me know down in the comments below, are you going to be trying out this character? Is this a character you're going to be playing? And how do you feel overall about this character's changes and playstyle now that we finally got the starter guide? As always, if you like anything to say, drop me a like. I greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, follow my socials. Also, don't forget to subscribe and turn notifications so you know the next video goes live. As always, my name is Daikin, and I'll see you next time. Signing out.